What's up YouTube? Colin here again, bringing you another lathe tutorial video. So today what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the chucks on our main spindle and sub spindle. Alright, we now have our stock inside the machine, but you may notice once I close my front spindle, our jaws are not touching the stock at all. Still spins freely. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to adjust our jaws so when they close they'll be able to grab that stock and hold it in place as we do our turning operations. So we're going to grab a wrench, Allen wrench, metric number 10, and we're going to loosen up all these bolts. So I'm going to pause the video here, come back once I get all these bolts loosened up, and we'll be able to adjust the stock. So now, after all the bolts are loose, we're able to slide these jaws forwards and backwards. What we want to do is we want to place our jaws in a manner where there's just a small little gap right there. See, we can't go further, so we're going to come back one, and we still have that gap. Once we have that, we'll tighten this up. Now we have our main piece. So there's two approaches for this. You can either A, count each individual notch and make sure all the other jaws have the same number of notches showing, or B, you could just take your ruler or scale and measure out each side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for each part and then tighten up these bolts. Right, now that all our bolts are tightened up, we can close our jaws. Check. As you can see, the bar's not going anywhere. It is there. You can't yank it out. So we're good to go here. Now that we set the main spindle chuck, we need to set the sub spindle chuck. So I'm going to click handle jog. I'm going to hit B, handle jog, to utilize our B axis. I'm going to be able to turn our handle jog. I'm going to pan the camera over where you can see. We'll turn that chuck. You can see the B axis move. I'm going to open up the sub spindle chuck using the pedals at the bottom of the CNC lathe. I want to go ahead and loosen up all these bolts and raise these chuck teeth out of the way. That way we can slide this chuck over to our bar and set it just like we did the main spindle. Similar to the main spindle, what we're going to want to do is basically, when this is open, have just a little bit of an air gap in between the chuck and the stock. From there you can count the number of teeth or use your scale to make sure all these are even. And one quick test I like to do is I want to close the sub spindle, open the main spindle, handle jog it out, handle jog it in, close the main, open the sub, and you can see it function. So now, with that sub spindle set, we'll be able to pull that stock out, set at a certain distance, open that sub spindle, push that sub spindle out of the way, and we can loop our program to continue making the bulldog stock.